Most people wake up to an alarm. I wake up to pain. I wake up in pain every single day, and I can't actually remember the last time I wasn't in pain. After a severe epileptic attack nearly 10 years ago, I've developed chronic pain, and now I'm on medication to help me manage it. Some days I'm fine and get into the gym and even hit a personal PB. Other days I struggle to even get out of bed, and what that means is I might need to take morphine, and obviously that takes me out. But I still have to work and have a business to run. So over the years, I've been able to find ways to be able to be successful and productive while managing a chronic pain condition. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing lessons I've learned over the years while working with chronic pain, and I hope you find them helpful. Lesson 1, accepting that no day is ever going to be the same. So one of the biggest things I struggled with when I developed chronic pain was not being able to go as hard as I normally did, be it in the gym, at work, through my business. I really struggled with that, and I felt guilty at times that I wasn't doing enough, but my body wasn't allowing me to do this. So maturity was actually me realizing that my life had changed forever, and I had to find a new way of adapting and working, and not feeling guilty or ashamed, because sometimes I'd think people would look at me like, the sick guy, Lawrence, we need to wrap him in cotton wool. But I had to get rid of that, and that, to be honest, that was a bit of ego. I had to adapt to the life that I was now living, and realizing that I needed to be as productive as I could when I'm feeling 100%. And if I'm not, chill out, take a break. Trying to push through actually ended up in me spending more time in hospital. This was one of the main reasons why I left teaching, was I felt I wasn't there enough for the young people that I was serving, because in teaching you have this timetable obviously, and you need to be there, and it just didn't give me that flexibility that I needed at that time in my life. But working for myself, I'm able to find that flexibility, that routine. And the biggest thing, understanding that no day is going to be the same, and not to beat myself up and we go again tomorrow. Lesson 2, building a business and lifestyle that works around my health. I've been blessed to be able to build a business that is successful, even with my chronic pain. There needs to be a contingency plan when I'm not feeling great. But I always held back because I thought actually I'm planning for the worst, but actually it's my reality that I'm planning for. That one day I could be in the office and the next day I couldn't be. So I've invested in software such as ClickUp, using Google Workspace to have plans in place for me, but equally getting everything out of my head and down onto paper. Another thing was actually letting go of my ego, and this is probably a theme through the whole video when managing my chronic pain, is letting go of that ego that says you have to be the best at 100% at all times to be respected. But literally focusing on this is I've been able to be open and ask my team for help. So when I'm not feeling well, I say, look guys, can you help me out on this? And also they're able to see where everything is in the business. Honestly, having ClickUp and having procedures in place has been an absolute game changer for my business. And that's really hard for me because it requires me to be extra organized. But if I want the best for my business, I know I have to do this. And also, more importantly, my health. Another great thing about using ClickUp is it takes that bit of me having to remember stuff, because when I'm on the medication, and particularly morphine, my brain isn't the greatest. So having everything in ClickUp lets me know what I need to be doing when I'm working from bed and I'm not feeling overwhelmed, or the team can just pick it up. Lesson 3, owning my new reality. At times I would hide it from people and just say it was nothing, because of the fear of actually not being used for some work. So I had to be open with it and transparent. And you know what? When I was transparent with actually what I was going through, doors opened more. And actually people were like, I respect how much work you put in and never giving up despite what you're going through. So I had to get rid of that guilt and that embarrassment and actually own who I am. My chronic pain and my epilepsy are part of who I am. I can't separate them. I had to stop judging myself and realizing that I'm not the same as everyone else, and I can't work to that level. But actually there's a new strength that I had found of being able to pivot, adapt, and change how I worked. I had to find a new way. So I wake up at 3:30 a.m. Wait, let me explain to you. It's not because I'm trying to be this early morning guru who gets up at 3:30 and only sleeps for 6 hours. It's literally because pain around 2:30 to 3 starts to flare up once the medication is wearing off, and I had to get up, get something to eat, and then take my painkillers just to function through the day. And it really used to put me in a bad mood. So a couple of years, I changed my mind of like, hey, I'm up, go to the gym. And that's why I start my day at 3:30. This works for me. I'm not saying it's going to work for you. You just got to find where is that energy boost that you have. And that could be in the evening, could be during the day or whatever. And if I'm working from home, I do have a nap. So just to be totally transparent, I'm not up from 3:30 to 9:30. I take a nap where I need to if I'm working from home. And when I get in, I go to bed not far off the Zeke, so I'm in bed about 9 o'clock, just trying to strive for those 6 hours. I know typically it should be 8 hours, but it just doesn't work for me because of the pain. So that's another example where I've had to pivot and adapt to the new reality that I am living. If you're working or running a business and managing chronic pain, I would love to know your biggest lessons. Please comment below. I'm just getting started with YouTube, and this is my second video. I've done an intro video. If you want to know more about my journey, go and watch my intro video that tells you why I've decided to start YouTube.